I gotta go back to the doctor. So, get my gall back in from the other day. Because you remember we made it through my uncle's funeral and then fell down. So, I left it like that. I'm not finna deal with that no more, period. But the reason I had came live because, like I said, I pulled over for a minute. I'm driving to get myself situated because um, I had to come to the bank today. And it wasn't about the point of coming to the bank because I'm satisfied with it. I know I read argued, and that about over with. I lost. So, anyways, it's not about coming to the bank. But these people know me in here, and they know my personality, and we always talking everything. And the lady said, "Girl, what you did to your face?" So I had to tell her that it wasn't me that did. And that to my face, it was my husband that shot me in my face. Cause I got a big old hole up under there. They done put me a plate in. And I done had 3 surgeries. She said, oh my God, oh my God. And so she said, she gave me my money and stuff like that. And, she was like, I'm gonna be praying for you and all this or whatever. But so when I got in my car or whatever, it sat well with me. It just didn't sound right for me having to say that and tell her that. And I'm making withdraw, not a deposit. But my husband shot me in the face. That shit sounded stupid. What the fuck? Why they do that at? Your husband shot you in your face. Yeah. A gun. A whole gun. We went fight. We went. So, that didn't sit well with me. They have to say that shit. And I'm on my way to the funeral home. Oh, I went and found red shirts for him and my son in the store. It started spinning. I had to call somebody to talk to me while I was in the store. I said, Lord, I don't know what kind of test or what you're doing, but I know you're a God that can't lie. You And I know that you got to be working this out for my good. But you got to make me understand this shit right here.
How in the hell do you get shot in the face by your spouse?
And she said it wasn't arguing or fighting. So I guess maybe it was just an accident. Maybe he was cleaning a gun. Maybe he was playing with the gun and it went off. I have no idea because according to her, they wasn't fighting. So that would lead me to believe that it wasn't due to violence, an act of violence. So, the only other thing you can think of, was he cleaning it? Was he playing with the gun? I mean, what possessed him to even have a gun around his wife? Like, make me understand.
There's absolutely
And it's
no reason why this woman should have got shot in the face. There's no reason. I'm trying to think of a reason or how it possibly can happen. And she said they're not arguing, and hell, she up at the funeral. She up there buying shirts for him and her son. Accident my ass if that's the case, because she said, hey man, my husband shot me. She didn't say my husband accidentally shot me. She said
I
my
think,
husband shot me. So I mean,
yeah, you're right. That's a part. But if he
eh,
wasn't arguing, well, you know what? Maybe her husband could have some mental issue. Like something could have gotten to him,
mm,
and he just, like sometimes people just click out sometimes, because you're right. She didn't say it was an accident. It makes it seem as if though his intent was to shoot her, but she don't understand why. I'm not
well,
mad with you. I'm not arguing with you. Maybe he found out something. Sometimes we don't know, because there could have been some underlying thing that he found out that she did. It could be money. It could be cheating. It's a lot that could happen, you know.
to haul off and shoot somebody, man. I mean,
There's something.
hey, if you intended to shoot her, then man, she is crazy for staying there. Now, if it was an accident, that shouldn't be no reason why you accidentally shoot somebody. First of all, you shouldn't even be pointing a gun in the direction. Well, I say this here. Maybe he was cleaning a gun and he didn't know his wife was in the house. And the gun he
Maybe.
put, but
This is weird.
damn. I mean, I guess
This is weird.
when we put it
Very,
in a
very strange.
scenario, and because she says she's there buying shirts for her and her son, that means they're still together. That means probably the police came or she went to the hospital. You go to the hospital with a gunshot. We all know how that's gonna go. They investigated. They asked her what happened. The only thing that I could think of was he accidentally shot her. He, he was maybe cleaning the gun, playing with the gun, doing something with the gun, and the gun went off and he didn't know she was in the house. Or because
Well,
that would be the only thing that I would think that would say, hey, you know what? That truly is an accident. But if you're in there cleaning the gun and you know a person is in the house, you shouldn't be pointing the gun towards the direction of the person, whether it's in the next room, whether you're in the same room, whatever. You shouldn't be pointing it nowhere. Now there are people that dry fire in their house. They aim and dry fire, but man, you shouldn't be pointing no gun nowhere.
And she's
Mm-mm.
clearly still traumatized, so she's unable
Hell
to
yeah,
tell the
I'll be
story. And I think it
traumatized
was
too,
even
man. You almost
she was
fucking
even
killed
more
me.
traumatized. So when the lady says, "Hey," because you know they're familiar with her, like she says she goes there all the time, and that's just like somebody saying, "Hey, like Caprice, what happened to your face?" And you have to say to that person, "My husband shot me," so she might have not,
No, you don't have to
um,
say to the person your husband shot you. Now
you
that's you
know.
didn't. Now she didn't have to say that. She could just said I got in an accident. Or
Well,
accident
I
happened.
mean, yeah, she could have said that. But you know, even in the process of saying her husband shot her, she didn't say he accidentally shot her. So all of that, just the fact that she even said her husband did it, tells me that there's still some trauma there. And with her getting them shirts, you know, for the funeral, it seems like something must be her uncle or somebody. She said, I think the issue means that he's not incarcerated. So clearly, you know, as it stands, this must be an accident for him to still be out of jail. You know, and I think this is just so much trauma for her right now that she's unable to express herself. And she took to social media for comfort to just talk about what had just occurred, that she just told someone, my husband shot me. That's the shock, because she's still dealing with the shock of, hey, he actually shot me. This is just, you know,
Yeah, man. I mean,
and,
cause the hell,
right.
the intent only matters to the victim.
That's
Intent
right.
only matters to the victim. At the end of the day, she's still shot, and like she say, she got a hole in the side of her head. Man, he could have killed her. Man, she could be.
Yeah, her
Man,
eyes are all bruised up, and
crazy dude.
you know, like, you know, it's this is very scary, you know, and it goes to show how careless activity with guns could lead to alter someone's life, because she don't know what she's going to look like after this is all done. We don't know what's under that band-aid, you know, and so now you got to deal with not only what has happened to you, but body image, you know, and for a woman that's already difficult enough. And then who's to say, you know, she take the bandage off, and then the husband himself, you know, he's dealing with issues too, because he got to look that I messed up my beautiful white face. Man, this is really hard on a marriage. This is stressful. I'm stressed for, like, I'm stressed for her. This is a lot. Make it make sense. She said, God,
Damn, man.
God, I know you, everything is for your will, but you got to make this one make sense.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's sad, man. That's sad. I mean, either way it go, whether he intended to do it, whether he didn't intend to do it, man, that shit's sad, man. Because I mean, I'm going through scenarios. Just like I said, the only scenario that I came up with in my head, and I know I could be wrong because I'm speculating. Man, that dude had to not know that she was in the house or wherever they was. He had to not know she was there, because anything outside of that, man, that's that's negligence right there, man. Even though it's negligent for you to be uh uh dry firing a gun and the sun and it go off because you didn't take the bullet out the chamber, that's still negligent. But
Hmm.
damn, man, come on. And now look at this young lady. You know, I don't know about turning to social media for comfort. You
But
know,
you know, people do that. You
but
see a lot of people was giving her love. You seen the hearts going up, the prayers going up. So sometimes that's a therapy for some people. You know, we know that that's what happens. People go to look for good answers for situational stuff. But you know, this is hard on a marriage. This is hard on her. It has to be hard on her husband. It has to be hard on their kids. Like, this is life changing for them, and it's really hard. You know, this is very difficult, very challenging. Man, this is for better or worse for sure. Because Lord have mercy.
yeah, better for worse.
And she's still going out to buy